Hello and welcome to another episode of Sunday Tea, the podcast where I discuss the patterns and behaviours that keep us stuck so that we can continue to heal and grow and become who we were always supposed to be. And I was actually supposed to record this episode last week and somehow ended up recording Never Give Up when that was never the intention, and it isn't something that I had even written down in my book or planned to record. So I just thought I'd mention that, and I believe that there are no coincidences. That happened for a reason, and somebody out there needed to hear that message. So right now it's super late, I'm super tired, and I'm going to keep this message short and sweet. I've spilt tea down my top, but I'm just too tired to even care. And we just waste so much of our lives worrying about trivial things, overthinking the way we behave around people in certain situations, and being far too concerned with what other people think about us. And for me specifically, I know I've spent the majority of my life in that cycle, and ultimately it's held me back for so many years, and it's only through healing and recognizing those subconscious patterns and conditioning that we're so accustomed to that I've actually started to break out of that mold. And we really need to stop caring about what other people think or want or expect from us. And when it gets to a point that it affects your daily life and it prevents you from pursuing your dreams, that's obviously a problem. And I know I'm not alone when I say that, because I know there are many people who feel that same way. So go out there, chase your dreams, start that business, relocate to a new country. Don't live your life trying to impress other people, compete with other people, or keeping yourself stuck in the same situation for fear of change, fear of failure, fear of success, all of which are holding you back from living your life. And if we have the mindset and we just remember that we have nothing to prove to anyone, you have nothing to prove to anyone. And the only person that you need to compete with, and the only person that you need to prove anything to, is yourself. And that just looks like you taking small steps to move in the direction that you want your life to go. And even for myself, as much as I realized this and I was aware of this over the years, I always lacked that confidence and self-belief to truly believe I could take those steps and move forward without those fears holding me back, without caring about other people's opinions, without worrying about embarrassing myself. Like, people just don't care. They might care for a little bit, but they soon move on and, talk about the next thing. Just move on with your life. Do what you feel you want to do without the fear of anybody else or anything else holding you back. If I had this mindset years ago, my life would look so different today. And as much as it's never too late, and I've learned so many lessons over the years that have brought me to where I am now, it's still kind of, a bit it's not bittersweet. It still makes you feel a way that you cared about things that just weren't important in the grand scheme of your life. And when you step out of your conditioning and you really realize that you are keeping yourself stuck, as much as, other people's words or actions or attitudes towards us might influence the way we behave, we ourselves are the only ones keeping ourselves stuck. And one of my favorite sayings is by Jim Rohn, and it's, if you don't like where you are, move. You're not a tree. And I read that years ago and it hit me so hard. It's just the truth. There's no arguing about it. And we will experience things, through our lives, and we will hear things and be exposed to certain things that are there to help wake us up and lead us on our journey, give us the direction for that next step that we can take. We can choose to take a different direction and create the life that we want to. And when you believe that and understand that you can create and recreate and redesign your life in any way that you want to, nothing and nobody can hold you back from doing what you need to do. And all it takes is just for you to start believing in yourself, start trusting yourself, start following and listening to your intuition, that inner guidance system that we all have. And when you start believing in yourself and when you start trusting yourself, you're going to start taking inspired action whenever you feel called to. And the more you take that inspired action, the more confident you're going to become, the more you're going to start believing that you can do what you want to do, what you set your mind to do. And releasing that conditioning and those old patterns and behaviors, it's just a natural progression. And it opens up your mind, and it unlocks those chains that have been holding you back. So as much as life can throw things our way and do things that make us believe we might not be capable or good enough, there comes a point in life where we have to accept that we are holding ourselves back. Nobody else is holding us back. We are holding ourselves back. And we have so many amazing ideas. We have so many intentions of doing something, but we need to take that action. And just moving one step at a time, not overthinking the action, not feeling as though we have to live up to anybody else's expectations or visions for our life, and not needing to prove anything to anybody. Once you can get in that mindset and keep moving forward slowly, compassionately, life will start to shift in a whole new direction. And in holding ourselves back from taking that action or saying we're going to do something and we don't do it, delaying it for another day, delaying it for another week, delaying it for another year, before you know it, your life has literally passed you by. And I don't believe it's ever too late to start. It's never too late to heal. It's never too late to grow, to do better, to be better, you know? But we have to want to take that action. So be your own person. Have your own mind. Learn to listen to your inner voice because it's directing you exactly where you need to go and the exact steps that you need to take. Don't live your life following other people. Be confident, be authentic, and be proud of exactly who you are. So thank you for being here with me for another episode. I will be back again next Sunday. Have a good night, and I will see you then. Bye.